What do I do if the beneficiaries want to distribute the estate in a different way? In a sense, say if we all agree.
So,
and a lot of this stuff, is diverse according to context.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's so many different variables.
So pretty much almost anything can be done when everyone agrees and on the same page. Most of the time in estates, what we'll do is for two different reasons. We'll do a deed of family arrangement.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is just a deed that sets out what the facts are, who's getting what, and the family have agreed to split the estate in a particular way that's totally different to, or in some way different to the will or the intestacy provisions, and everyone's happy with that. You might have the will might split it 3 ways, and they want to split it between the 4 kids instead of the 3 kids. I don't know. So we do this deed, and the reason we do that is so that it protects an executor client, because the executor's got a duty to the beneficiaries of the estate, and if they distribute it in a different way than they're supposed to, then they're going to get into trouble. But if they've got a deed from the beneficiary saying they can do that, then they're covered. So that's the main reason for that. But there are things that you need to think about when you do those deeds, is that if the person is acquiring what they call dutiable property that's above what they were entitled to under the terms of the will, then there can be stamp duty consequences of that. So say, for example, you got a house and it's worth $1 million, and there's 3 beneficiaries in the will, and the 3 beneficiaries get the house equally, and they want to add a 4th person on the title, then because they weren't a named beneficiary of the will, then they may have to pay stamp duty on the 1/4 of the house that they acquire. So, the beneficiaries might be nice enough and say, well, we'll all equally split the stamp duty bill, but there can be things like stamp duty and capital gains tax triggering events and stuff like that. So, it's always a good idea to get advice on your agreement before you actually start doing it, because it's not just what you guys have agreed is a fair split. It might actually have a bigger impact on the distribution of the assets.
Yeah, wow.